Okay, awak faktorkan dia tadi. Awak nampak kan dekat papan ni kan? So macam tadi tu X kuasa 2 tambah tambah apa ni? Okay, tolak 6X tambah 8, X kuasa 2 tolak 8. So dia punya apa nama ni, dia panggil common factor dia adalah bila kalau kita factorkan dia X tolak 2 dengan X tolak 4 untuk yang atas. Yang bawah dia X tolak 2 dengan tambah 2 kan. Yang ni X kucing 0 kan. X kucing 0. So sebab tu lah awak boleh. So X tolak 4, X tolak 2. So lepas tu dia mana ada ni 2 lah. Kucing 2 kan. So sebab tu lah awak masukkan 2 kat sini. Nanti awak ganti lah. Okay, 2 tolak 4, 2 tambah 2 sama dengan negatif 2 over 4, which is negatif 1/2. So awak boleh selesaikan limit tu. Katakan kalau awak nak masukkan 2 terus kat sini, tak boleh. Sebab nanti awak akan dapat kosong. Sini dah 2 kan, awak dapat kosong. Betul lah, sebab sini 4. Salah. Okay. So kalau katakan awak masukkan 2 kat sini terus, tak boleh. Nanti dia akan jadi 2 kuasa 2 tolak 4 sama dengan kosong. Bila bawah ni, pembawah ni sama dengan kosong, okay, whatever ada yang kat atas ni, nanti dia akan jadi haywire. Right? Sebab tu awak kena cari common factor. Common factor untuk P yang atas ni dengan Q yang bawah. Numerator dengan denominator. Right? Bila awak dapat common factor dia, then awak boleh selesaikan the limit. Okay, student. Boleh kan? Razi, harap faham Adi semua. Faham kan? Kena cari common factor. Apa benda dalam bahasa Melayu common factor? Tak ingat pula saya. Okay, so ini soalan dia tadi. Mana soalan? Kalau saya tulis tadi nampak kan? Clear kan? Okay, macam ni. Okay, saya tinggal lagi 5 minit you all selesaikan ni. Lepas tu kita boleh continue. Lepas tu nanti awak boleh share jawapan dia dengan saya. Kalau susah awak ni lah. Sebab tu saya minta kalau sebelum kelas saya awak prepare pen, kertas dengan calculator. Guna calculator je boleh. Apa ni? Factorize kan dia kan. Nak tak guna calculator jenuh juga ni. Okay, so saya pause sekejap ni. Awak tengok soalan ni. Okay, moving on. Okay, nanti saya share jawapan minggu depan. Jangan risau. Biar ianya tertunggu-tunggu supaya ada element of surprise gitu. Okay, so limit set infinity. Okay, saya harap awak nampak clear. Saya tak tahu awak nampak kabur. Sebab dekat laptop saya ni clear je ni. Okay, for all n greater than 0, limit x approaching infinity 1 over x to the power of n equals to limit x approaching negative infinity 1 over x n is equals to 0. Okay, negative infinity to the power of n is equals to 0. Provided that 1 over x to the power of n is defined. Okay, example in this case, okay, kita tengok limit x approaching to infinity 3x squared plus 5x plus 1 over 2 minus 4x squared. Okay, tengok student macam mana cara nak buat dia. So kita tengok dekat sini adalah, okay, paling besar kat sini is bukan paling besar, the power yang paling besar kat sini adalah x to the power of 2 ataupun x squared. Okay, so we divide everything, okay, element in this function divide by x squared. Okay, in this case 3x squared divided by x squared, 5x divided by x squared, 1 divided by x squared. Yang bawah ni pun, the denominator pun we do the same. 2 divided by x squared minus 4x squared divided by x squared. Okay, after dividing that, we will get the answer like this. Okay, 3 plus 5 over x plus 1 over x squared divide by 2 over x squared minus 4. Okay, so in this case barulah kita masuk, okay, x, kita masuk limit dia, which is infinity. Okay, so in this case we will get limit 3 plus limit 5 over x, which is 5 over infinity, which is equals to 0. This one is 0. Plus dengan limit 1 over x squared also equals to 0. Divide by 0 but minus limit 4. Okay, if you remember, right, limit loss tadi yang saya cakap tadi kan, ni kan dia apa dipanggil ni, dia bounded by the limit loss yang tolak dengan tambah tadi kan. Okay, so kita boleh gunalah, nampak tak diasingkan daripada satu ni lepas tu diasingkan macam ni, because at the end of the day you will get the answer. In this case 3 divide by negative 4 equals to negative 3 over 4. Okay, remember student, soalan ni, this type of questions is very popular. Okay, lecturers love to ask this question in the exam and also in the test. So please take note. Okay, senang je nak faham sebenarnya. You just divide that by x squared. Okay, and then selalunya usually the question that we will ask you is the 1 over x to the power of n yang defined. If it is not defined, kita tak tanyalah soalan tu. Okay, so define tu macam mana, tadi kan kita dah belajar tadi kan, macam mana how the limit is defined, ataupun macam mana cara how limit is not defined. Okay, okay, example lagi. Ni banyak example so that you can clearly understand how this limit at infinity works. Alright, for example in this case 2x cubed minus 3x squared plus 2 divided by x cubed minus x squared minus 100x plus 1 as x approaching infinity. So in this case, limit x approaching infinity, you divide every element in this function by x cube. Sebab x cube yang paling besar kan, tadi tu x squared, so we divide by x squared. This one is x cube, so we divide by x cube. So kita pun divide. Okay, yang ni you kena buat carefully so that tak nak ada dipanggil apa tu, mistakes lah, tak nak ada simple mistake ataupun careless mistake, right? Matematik ni kadang-kadang kita selalu buat careless mistake, saya pun selalu buat juga, kita tertinggal lah, tak nampak lah, things like that. Then at the end of the day kita dapat 2 divide by 1. Okay, limit 2 dengan limit 1 yang lain semua ni kosong. Okay, because 3 over infinity is 0. Okay, dan kita akan dapat jawapan dia sama dengan 2. So take note bila saya share this slide in the Google Classroom later, please kalau you tak nak print pun tak apa, but you read on your phone ke your laptops ke, I prefer with the laptops lah. So please understand this question. Nanti in the assignment pun I will give this type of question as well, and I believe if you understand this clearly, you can answer the test or also the exam. Okay, ni ada lagi contoh ni 4 over x squared divided by 7 over 4x squared minus fx plus 21 divided by 7x cubed plus 5x squared minus 10x plus 1. So kita ambil apa in this case? Kita ambil x cubed because x cubed is the largest largest power lah. Okay, so kita divide in this case 0 over 7 is equals to 0. So bila dia equals to 0, this function ataupun this fx is defined. Okay, is well behaved. Maksudnya we can use this function in our calculation, for example. Right? And then another example, limit x approaching infinity, x squared plus 2x minus 4 divided by 12x plus 31 bla bla bla, semua awak jawab is equals to infinity. Ada jawapan dia but is equals to infinity, sebab infinity plus 2 divided by 12 is equals to infinity lah. Alright, so in some cases probably we can use this function, but in most cases kita tak boleh guna pun function ni. Alright, infinite limit. Okay, infinite limits for all n greater than 0. So limit x a positive is 1 over x minus a to the power of n is equals to infinity. Okay, so in this example you see the graph. Okay, the graph untuk yang ini adalah kat sini. Okay, so if limit x approaching a negative 1 over x minus a to the power of n is equals to infinity if n is even. So if n is even, this is the type of this function. Limit x approaching a negative 1 over x minus a to the power of n equals to negative infinity if n is odd. Dia akan jadi macam ni juga. Okay. Alright. Kita teruskan. Okay, for example, infinite limits. Find the limits. The first one, limit x approaching 0 positive, 3x squared plus 2x plus 1 divided by 2x squared. Okay. And then in this case, kita bahagi dengan x kuasa 2. Everything is divided by x squared. Okay. Okay, tadi dalam case tadi, limit tu x approaching infinity. So in this case, limit dia x approaching 0 positive. Right? So 2 over 0 is infinity. So 3 plus infinity divided by 2 is equals to infinity. Okay? So limit x negative 3 plus 2x plus 1 divided by 2x plus 6 equals to limit x negative 3 positive. Okay, bila diselesaikan soalan dalam ni, dia akan dapat equals to negative infinity. Okay, so for the further understanding, saya nak tekan YouTube ni sebenarnya, tapi saya takut lambat. Kita tekan dulu. Kita biar dia loading dulu. Sementara dia loading, saya akan teruskan slide kita ni. So nanti bila dia dah habis loading kan, so nanti kita tekan play je, dia boleh jalan terus cerita dia. Alright. Okay. Dia ada gerak dulu. Okay, limits and trigonometric functions, right? From the graph of trigonometric functions, fx equals to sin x and gx equals to cos x. Okay, limit sin x approaching c is equals to sin c. So limit cos x equals to bila x approaching to c is equals to cos c. Alright. Okay, ini adalah limit sin x lah. Ini adalah gx. Okay. For your information, nanti ni kita dah masuk limit. Sebelum ni matrix kan. Ni limits, and then kita akan masuk differentiation, and then kita akan masuk integration. So these three topics ni nanti dia akan ada dalam semua function dia akan you all will study semua. Maksudnya not only plus, minus, or addition or addition or subtraction, nanti ada darab, bahagi, lepas tu dia akan masuk sin, cos, trigono function dia, lepas tu dia akan power, semua tu dia akan.
Welcome to my video.
Siapa cakap? Tak ada kan? Tak apa, saya pause dulu ni biar dia loading. Mana tadi saya PowerPoint? Okay. Alright. So ni macam saya cakap tadi lah, bila ada cos, ada sin, so kita pun ada tangent and also secant. So tangent and secant are continuous everywhere in its domain, which is the set of all real numbers. Alright, x dalam kes ni tak boleh is not equals to plus minus pi over 2, plus minus 3 pi over 2. Sebab apa kalau dia equal to
Video, I'm going to teach you how to solve limits that go to infinity. And limits to infinity are just one of many different types of limit problems.
Saya dah pause ni, kenapa dia keluar je Pak? Okay, so macam mana y equals to tangent x, itulah dia punya bentuk dia. Y equals to secant x, bentuk dia. Again, kalau nanti saya pun sediakan satu video kat sini untuk you klik dan tolong tengok, dan untuk pemahaman yang lebih lanjut, please click the video so that you will understand further on this matter. Okay. Asymptotes. Apa dia asymptotes ni? Asymptotes So the line y is equals to L is called horizontal asymptote.
problems. I do have
Horizontal asymptotes means ni kan. So kalau vertical macam ni lah. Okay. So the line y is equals to L is called horizontal asymptote of the curve y is equal to fx if either limit x approaching infinity fx is equals to L or limit x approaching negative infinity fx is equals to L. Okay. The line x is equals to c is called vertical asymptote of the curve y equals to fx if either limit x is equal approaching c minus fx is equals to negative infinity or limit x approaching c plus fx is equals to positive or negative infinity. Okay. Okay. So now aku tengok vertical asymptote yang macam ni. Okay, ada dua kat sini untuk function y is equals to negative 8 over x squared minus 4. So the basic vertical asymptote dia will be x is equals to negative 2 and also x is equals to 2. How do you find the vertical the asymptote dia betul lah, the vertical asymptote dia ni macam mana nak buat cari? Senang lah, sebab bila dia sama dengan kosong, so dia akan jadi satu negatif 2, satu lagi positif 2. So in this function juga the horizontal asymptote dia satu lagi adalah kosong. Okay, this is how it looks like when you plot using functions yang this as complicated as this one. Obviously you cannot calculate it using your ni lah maksud saya guna calculator, guna tangan lah, guna calculator kan. Alright, it's very quite challenging for you to plot. But if you use software macam MATLAB, it's easier lah. You just put the function and then write the function, put the numbers, and then the software will calculate it for you. Nanti dia akan keluar the graph as it looks like macam ni. So asymptote, how to determine the vertical asymptotes of a function of fx? The first one is simplify function fx. The second one is let denominator ataupun pembawa equals to 0 where the limit approaches infinity. And then the third one, the value of x where the limit approaches infinity is the vertical asymptote of fx. Macam yang saya cakap tadi lah kan. Okay, bawah tu, so dapatlah dia the vertical asymptote. So kita dapat jawapan dia. Okay. Find the asymptotes of the functions. Okay, first one. Find the asymptote for the first one. Fx is equals to x squared plus 1 divided by x squared minus 1. Right? So limit dia x menghampiri satu negatif is equals to negative 1. Therefore, the line x is equals to 1 is a vertical asymptote. Okay? X equals to 1. Sini student. Tengok dekat graf yang kat sini. Alright, and the second one. If fx equals to x squared plus 1 divided by x squared minus 1. So, another vertical, therefore, the line of x is equals to negative 1. Okay, is also a vertical asymptote. So dia ada dua, satu x negative 1, satu lagi x sama dengan 1. So itu vertical asymptote dia. So, in this case ada satu lagi asymptote dia which is a horizontal asymptote. Okay, ialah line of y is equals to 1. Okay, meaning that kat situ dia bila sama dengan kosong lah kan. So dia sebenarnya dia tak boleh sama kosong lah sebab dia akan jadi limit dia. Tapi itulah asymptote dia. Faham tak student? Faham tak ni? Saya kena faham ni. Macam mana nak cari asymptote dia? Itulah limit dia sama dengan dia. Okay, so itulah asymptote dia. Okay, kalau dia sama dengan perkara itu, dia akan mendapat infinity contohnya. So itulah dia punya asymptote dia. Okay, so for the second example, fx is equals to x minus 1, okay, divided by x squared minus 1. So the first one, limit dia x approaching 1, so dia akan dapat, dia akan masuklah 1 over 1 plus 1 is equals to 2. So the vertical asymptote dia adalah setengah. Okay. So therefore the line x is equals to 1 is not a vertical asymptote. Okay, tapi setengah. Okay. So limit dia fx is equals to negative 1 positive equals to positive infinity. Therefore, the line of x is equals to negative 1 is a vertical asymptote, which is dekat sini. Okay. Okay. Dekat sini bukanlah asymptote dia. Dekat x is equals to 1 tu bukan asymptote dia. Tapi dekat x negative 1 adalah asymptote dia. Okay. Kat mana horizontal asymptote dia? Dekat line y is equals to 0. Sebab dia approaching 0. Dia tak boleh sama dengan 0. Okay. Saya rasa sampai situ je dah habis dah. Alright. Bolehlah nak tanya soalan apa-apa nak tanya. Ataupun kalau nak buka YouTube pun boleh juga. Tapi dia macam lambat sikit dah ni. So ini adalah first slide on limits. Alright. Saya ada second slide untuk limit untuk limit saya continuity ni, ada satu lagi second slide dia. Cumanya bukan saya tak nak share, tapi takut awak rasa macam penat lah, sebab ini pun dah banyak saya rasa saya share untuk hari ini. Okay, student boleh buka apa nama? Boleh buka you punya mic lah. Kalau nak tanya ke, nak cakap apa-apa ke, should we continue with the another notes ke, ataupun nak stop dulu ke, macam mana, beritahu saya.